Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love, y'all. It's your boy Ramses, Francois. Welcome to the Adam channel. Excuse me. For those who don't know what Adam stands for, it stands for Artist Development and Music. Artist Development and Music. And I created this channel just to uplift y'all artists, whether R&B, hip hop, pop singer, country singer. I'm here to create this page. I created this page just for that, for certain reason. On this new episode, we talk about following, But before I go further, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that like and subscribe button. I would be beyond appreciated. So for those who don't know of me, my name once again is Ramses Francois. I've A&R'd several projects at Rockefeller Records, from Ye's College Dropout, G and hip hop. Shalik Berry, my boy. Who else? Ye's College Dropout. What else? Diplomats album, Joel Santana, first album, Paid in Full soundtrack, Dream Team, this is State Property, Philadelphia Freeway. Shout out to Freeway. I worked on several albums, and we can get to that later. That's a whole different story, Shout out to my whole Rockefeller family. Shout out to the whole Rock A&R team as well. And Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Biggs. Salute to y'all, you know what I mean? This episode is about following, As an artist, you don't want to follow. You want to create your own sound. You want to bring something that stands out. Following will only get you just a little bit traction, but you need to stand out. You need to be unique. You need to, that song and that other song may inspire you, maybe funky, maybe fire, whatever the case is, but you don't want to do the same thing. You want to stand out and add on something that's fire to the culture, unique, stand out, different sound. Not a sound that you keep following every second, like everybody's following. You want to be the one that stands out from the crowd. And the only way to do that is not by following. It's by being unique. It's about being, a creative, And even though there's a lot of artists that's out there, not many still are being too creative or being creative at all with certain music and all that good stuff. But that right there is because there's a lot of people that's doing more following and not being leaders. And we need more leaders in the hip hop culture, pop culture, whatever the case is. Rap culture. The game. And we need more of those. It's more followers than leaders, and we need to stand out and distinguish that. Hey man, I'm an artist, but I'm also unique. I'm also creative. And I could do more. I could add on to the culture, which is what we need right now. We need people to add on to the culture, and not take away and bring the same old sound and the same old lyrics and all this other stuff, subjects, topics, album names. Some artists out there are even taking other artists' name and using it, and so a bunch of just weird stuff that's happening within the culture. But right now it's all about following. We can't do that. We need to be leaders. We need to bring something that's gonna make the culture shake. So try to focus on that. Back in the days, there was a thing like in the '90s or just the Renaissance era of hip hop. There was a thing called biter, right? Now you don't want to be a biter. You want to be a leader. You want to stand out, because in the '90s, 1990s, music was so fire. Because everybody was being original. Everybody was standing out. If you copied that other person's song, you would be called a biter. You'd be called a straight biter. You copied certain fragments or certain formula from certain songs, or if your album looked like that person's album cover, like, you're just a biter. You're not unique and you're stealing. Things of that nature. So don't be a biter. Be unique. Be more than what you are, and more than whatever the case is. You don't have to follow that person or that person. There's more to you as an artist, whether it's hip hop or singing. You got this. Don't give up on you. Don't quit on you. Nothing wrong with being creative, because that's what artists are supposed to be. Creative. You're supposed to paint that picture, draw that picture, explain that picture, all that good stuff, So let's get back to being original. Let's go back to not following and let's go forward with being original and unique, and adding on to the music business, not taking away what this person did and that person did already. So let's really fight for that, and let's really bring that within the culture. Add on to the culture. Stand out. Stand out. Get, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing wrong with experimenting, as long as you like what you're doing and you go with your gut and you're happy with it. You gotta keep being unique, keep being original, and watch what happens to your career. Watch what happens to your albums, your song. You know what I mean? You're gonna stand out. You know what I mean? Stand out from the crowd. That's what you need to do. That's what a lot of artists need to do. Stand out from the crowd. Add on to the game. Study the '90s music. They all were different. You know what I mean? Daz Effects, J. U. the Damager, Gangstar. All of these artists was not the. You can definitely tell that who was what. You know what I mean? You can tell Gangstar. You can tell Jay-Z from Nas. Everything was just different. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to that. Let's get back to let's be goats. You know what I mean? Let's be goats. Let's be legends, not followers. You know what I mean? You don't have to follow. You just don't have to follow. You know what I mean? Make them follow you. You know what I'm saying? With the production, with the lyrics, with the hooks. Stand out. You know what I mean? Stand out. Trust me, and you're gonna take your career and your life. It's gonna go to the next level. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that you took heed into what I say. Don't forget to hit that I hope that you took something from this, and don't give up on yourself. Don't quit. If anybody's not feeling it, that's their business. You know what I mean? Focus on what you need to do for your craft and for your gift. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said again, thank you for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit me up on Instagram, Ramses_vision. Ramses_vision. And you're gonna be out of here. You're gonna be straight. You're gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love. And there's more episodes to come, and then more to tell. Peace and love. God bless y'all. Don't give up.